Upsets happen all the time in sports, but miracles are a different story. In this Olympics, both the United States curling team and the U.S. women's hockey team overcame substantial odds and brought gold back to the United States. I'm here with olzapfel, Jimmy Longo, and Sophie Zavada to discuss which gold medal will have more of an impact on the future of curling and women's hockey. So guys, big wins for the United States. What's the impact that these medals will have for the sports?
Well, I think the United States women's hockey team, they've been in the final game 3 out of 4 Olympics, and they finally got the gold. First time in 20 years. I think this is such a big accomplishment for them because they've come so close, but yet they were so far. So this gold is really, really impactful, especially in this Olympics.
Yeah, but like you said, they have come so close 4 times. And because they've come so close, everybody's been talking about them positively, and the sport has definitely impacted from that, from them being talked about since 1998 when they won. So they've been having this whole talk about how great they are for the past 20 years. Curling has never won a gold. They won this year, and they were second to last and last in the last 2 Olympics. And I think because of that, that's really what's going to be driving curling in America for the next few years.
I think you have to factor in who they played, too. The team that beat the U.S. in the last Olympics was Canada. It was a brutal loss, heartbreaking, honestly, and they come back and they revenge this year, get an event in a shootout nonetheless. So it was dramatic. It was, gut-wrenching. It was blood pumping. Everyone was excited, and then they won on the shoot-off. It was great. Everyone loved that.
And being a part of a team where your Olympic past, you've made it to the finals for the past 3 years, and you've come so close, but you couldn't get to
when you get that close.
Yeah, but when you've been last and you finally get to
but
gold,
nobody wants a silver medal.
That's a Cinderella
if you've
story.
Had a silver medal. If your program has had a silver medal for the past 3 years or 3 Olympic
if your program's never had any gold medal, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, but
let's look at men's hockey too. They struggled this year, didn't even medal. So the women's team coming out and taking the hockey glory for the United States is huge for them. It's huge for the sport because we don't think of women's hockey as a big sport in the U.S. though. Women's hockey though?
Women's hockey has been talked about consecutively by U.S. journalists, everybody, sports professionals since 1998 when they won the past 20 years.
But it's always overshadowed by men's hockey.
Not typically. U.S. men's hockey, haven't had the best Olympic record, especially this year. And like you said, yes, it was really awesome that they came back and they were able to be better than the men, and that's so important because women's hockey, especially in America, does need that sort of publicity. But I do not think that just simply because of the fact that they were better than men, that means more for the sport in America.
I will agree. I think curling also needed the publicity just as much as women's hockey did. I just think, again, the underdog story, when we're talking miracle on ice, you think hockey because it was the men's hockey team back then and it's the women's hockey team now with that miracle.
But I think this is going to really touch back to the United States. And like you said, women's hockey was overshadowed by men's hockey. But now when you look at it from a youth standpoint, if you're a young woman in this country,
exactly,
you're going to be motivated. I'm going to go play women's hockey.
Young men curlers?
Well, guys, really exciting Olympics, both really great stories to follow, honestly, and I see participation in both sports increasing a huge amount. I personally would love to curl sometimes. Looks really fun. That's all the time we have from this block and all we have from the 2018 Winter Olympics. What a memorable and historic 3 weeks they were, Mason will be joining me at the desk next to hand out the Mr. Undeserving Award to some very deserving winners.